Lauritsen Gardens was created, first of all, to be a place of beauty and enjoyment and engagement for the community. There's a sense of place from the moment you arrive at the garden. If you'd come here in the 70s, it would have been bulldozers and trucks and bare soil and just a horrible sight. It used to be a landfill. In the early 80s, it was capped. You can't build anything on a landfill, so a bunch of garden club folks said, you know, we need a botanic garden in Omaha, and this was the place where that develops. To think that we now have a world-class botanical garden here in Omaha at a site that a good part of it used to be a landfill is just a remarkable story. We have areas where we can't build anything. We can still do some planting, but as a result, we've kept a lot of open space, which speaks to Nebraska and the Great Plains and that sort of sense of place as well. We use these for prairie plants that have very deep roots. We're trying to understand a little bit more just the biodiversity of the place. And as tough as it sounds, sometimes that means just watching birds and butterflies out in the garden. So we're developing an inventory, tracking those things and seeing where they occur.
Did you see it fly over there?
Yep, it's right there.
We try to come every week.
Check that one out.
Oh, there's our cabbage white again. We're doing citizen science, and we're counting the number of butterflies and the species that we see. I'll come out and see 200 in one day. Fritillary. I think it's this one right there.
We're seeing a lot of skippers. We're seeing the orange sulfurs or the white cabbage. We saw monarchs.
We've seen quite a few painted ladies today.
And painted ladies.
And then the rare one was the variegated fritillary. That's about the
Yes.
first one we've seen here this year. See something in the back. I just get excited coming out, and you never know what you're going to see. And so you're walking along. Oh, that was neat to see that. Oh, what do we have over there? And Holly will catch a movement, or I'll catch a movement, and oh, what is that?
Sometimes we see things that are very rare that have never been seen here before.
And you go to try to get a closer look at it. And it's the excitement of not knowing what you're going to see.
This weekend, I heard a lot of really nice things about the beds. We did notice a lot of bunnies in the gardens. My primary role here is working with the plants and the gardeners and make sure they're in the right place and that they have the right resources to take care of the plants on our grounds. We plant 10% of the time. Most of the time we're manicuring, most of the time we're watering, most of the time we're weeding. So a gardener is a very observant person, so that's their role, is they're out in the plants, they're looking at the weather, they're seeing how the plants are reacting to the weather. I think there's always a thoughtfulness and there's an intention behind everything done. The new garden that we've been developing, the conservation garden, that really showcases the plants of Nebraska.
This is another old school horticulture practice. We just make little ones out of big ones and divide it up. Rub the seed a little bit just to lightly scratch that surface, and that helps it germinate. People are familiar with endangered animals like pandas or polar bears or whatever, but the concept of plants possibly going extinct in the wild is somewhat foreign. The Conservation Discovery Garden is a place where we can display some rare plants that we're working with. Part of what we do is called seed banking, and so we're collecting seed of endangered plants, and then we store that here as sort of a backup in case those plants should go extinct in the wild.
It's
it's a really pretty place, so it's my first time seeing it. I think it's gorgeous, honestly. I love nature a lot.
You don't smell that city air. It smells like nature. It smells clean. It smells refreshing. So it's very peaceful out here.
It's very calming to just walk through here and see all the different types of plants and stuff, like plants I've never seen before.
You see a lot of beautiful parts of nature. My favorite's here, the trains. I love seeing the train. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it anywhere else in the country.
When we have an artist like Craig Mitchell-Smith, he had all the red cardinal plants, and so he said, I really want this room to be bursting with red. We had a bunch of red cyclamen that we lined the pathways with, so that way he had that extra red to really make those cardinals stand out. It kind of depends upon the artist and what the artist wants. We try to help the plants help enhance his work. With any of the art pieces, our goal is to integrate them into the landscape, so that's where our job comes in.